Trust me, I wasn't born a genius, but there's one thing I know how to do, and that's study. Today, I'm literally gonna tell you how to get an A in any class just by studying and not being a genius. Trust me, I have friends that don't study and they're absolute geniuses, and I'm so jealous of them. Like, for example, they can literally look at something, have photographic memory, and just memorize it, and it's so annoying. Some context about me, I'm currently at UCLA and I study as a civil engineer. One thing that I learned about being an engineer is that memorizing doesn't get you anywhere. Of course, you can memorize formulas, memorize equations, but the problem with that is that they're usually on the equation sheet, so you don't really have to memorize them. When I learned this, I realized that my old method of studying, of just trying to memorize everything, doesn't work because a lot of the things that you had to memorize are already on the equation sheet. So I learned that you have to do a lot of practice problems. The problem with this is that not every professor and every class gives you practice problems. Sometimes you just have to think of them on your own. And this is where the secret comes in. It's AI. No, not to cheat and use it on every test and try to get 100, because obviously eventually you're going to get caught. But you want to use AI to study more efficiently. Nowadays, there's so many AI companies that provide so much good information on how to study. In this day of age, you gotta utilize AI as much as you can. There are a lot of good AI websites that give you practice problems, they give you flashcards, and you wanna utilize these to perform well on the actual exam. For a while, I used to use ChatGPT, but nowadays there's a lot of better AI websites that make the flashcards for you, make the practice problems for you, and that's what I try to use before every exam. In my opinion, the best part about these AI websites is that they'll tell you step by step how to do a problem if you don't know how to do it. Of course, it won't be as good as the real thing, but it's as close as you're gonna get. Anyways,